Etepu. Peace and blessings to all from Divine Peace Meditation and Yoga. This is Mommy Imani with a part 2 of After the Storm. Early, before light, this morning, Seiko and I went out on the porch, that's as far as we went, to see if there was any snow on the ground. And there was not, as far as we could tell. Now it is about 8:45 a.m. and I have brought the refuse cans back to the backyard, and there's more light, so I can see that there has been a dusting, but more rain and snow mix, which also froze. So I decided to share a few pictures of the dusting in the garden. Please excuse the noise of the heat pump. I think that's going to be on all day. So, quick pictures. That's the rain catchment in the back. This is rain catchment here. The rainwater is frozen. When it warms up, I will be, on a sunny day, I will be sharing this rainwater with our containers. Here's one of the wooden tables that was a rescue from the curb on bulk pickup day. Chairs also rescued from the curb. Over here, everything's frozen. We've got a dusting in the compost bin. Frozen water. Just gonna pan around everything that's dusted or frozen. Soil reclamation with a little dusting. Rainwater frozen solid. Over here by the fence, my little experiment with cardboard and paper bags. Whoops. All the rainwater is frozen. But there'll be another sunny day, probably next week. That's reclaimed soil. Volunteer plants, not sure. The pallets are lightly dusted and frozen. I can't even remember what I planted in there. And this is the wading pool raised bed gone wild. All the volunteer plants from the reclaimed soil. The intentional plants are the mint and the red verbena that has lost its petals. The peas and the carrots gone wild and frozen. The bramble, the winter squash, the pumpkin. I forget what I planted there. The hollyhocks finally bowing down. And over here, radish greens. Then I'm going to harvest and see what they look like. I'm going to have to take them inside. It is freezing out here. I checked the weather and it's only 28 degrees. Poor elderberry. She has lost every single leaf. Yeah. Woo! And our last shot is going to have to be the pots in the front,